Jesús Huerta de Soto is one of the world's foremost contemporary representatives of the Austrian School of Economics and anarcho-capitalist thought. He is professor of political economy at Rey Juan Carlos University in Madrid. He will address us today on a very interesting topic of From Vienna to Madrid, a libertarian vision of scientific and moral truth.
We are in the Mises Institute in Auburn, Alabama, with all my team of colleagues to attend this, how do they call them? Austrian Economic Research Conference.
My name is Joe Salerno, and I am the academic vice president of the Mises Institute. The Mises Institute is an economics educational foundation that disseminates the ideas of Ludwig von Mises and Murray Rothbard, and other Austrian economists as well, Menger, Bombaver, Hayek. I asked Professor Huerta de Soto to speak here because I wanted to give the Madrid School, which has grown tremendously in the last 10 years, I wanted to give them exposure in the U.S.
Joe Salerno invited us and personally me to deliver the Ludwig von Mises Memorial Lecture. This conference, it is important because we are celebrating the 100th anniversary of the birthday of Murray Newton Rothbard.
So having the Madrid School here is a way of creating a bridge between two vibrant movements or co-movements of the Austrian economics today.
So I went to Spain, and really my story going to Spain is probably not so different from all sorts of other people. I went there specifically to study with him. But Huerta sold me on the idea that ideas actually matter and that you can change the world with ideas. So he's persuasive in that way when you listen to him talk, because you can tell that he's passionate about ideas. You see why they are important, you see how they affect real outcomes or how they affect life. You know, we have a research hub in Madrid. It's probably the biggest core of what you could call dedicated Austrian economists working in the same area, all in that purely Austrian tradition. This is a core hub of Austrian economists that you can bounce ideas around.
Well, we are very happy. I normally do not travel at all. I do not like at all. For me, it's very tiring. It completely destroys my habits of working, research. But I'm forced to make some exceptions once in a while. And I accept to leave Madrid, provided these gentlemen are so kind to come with me in order they put all the weight of the academic responsibility on their arms.
This event stands as one of the foremost international forums for the discussion and the advancement of the Austrian tradition.
It's a real pleasure for me to be here and speak to you about the PhD program.
My name is Bernardo Ferrero, and it's a pleasure to be at the Mises Institute. Actually, after 10th year have passed since the first time I've been here, and it was here that they talked to me about this, esoteric group of Austrians in Spain, doing a lot of good stuff and research. And that's when really I decided to pursue an academic career in Spain.
A cornerstone of this effort is Unión Editorial, founded in 1973, which has become the leading Spanish language publisher of Austrian and libertarian scholarship.
So I'm Philip Agus. I'm very happy to be here at the Mises Institute. I have very fond memories on my time. As a Mises Fellow, I was here several times in the summer, so it's great to be back now with the whole armada from Spain.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to stand before you today at the Mises Institute, one of the most important bastions of liberty in the world. We come from Spain, a nation with a great history, but also a country currently immersed in a profound cultural, political, and intellectual crisis.
I was here when I was first, people talked about Huerta de Soto and going to Spain to study Austrian economics. So in a certain sense, it's started here. Now I'm living 20 years in Spain.
That's cool. So both of your journeys started here.
Yes, I think it was just over there because I remember the moment directly.
Our main goal is precisely to make conscious everybody here in the States that we are in the other part of the Atlantic also fighting the same battle of ideas inside economics. And I think we are cooperating closely with the Mises Institute, so that both initiatives in Madrid and here in Auburn are, I would say, the protagonists of the revival of the Austrian school worldwide. Are we able to invade your room?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely. Come on in.
This wonderful lady, Susie, is in charge of the whole organization, almost 50,000 books here in the Mises Institute. But not only that, all the secret and personal documents of both from Mises and all of Murray Rothbard's papers are here. Yeah, I met Rothbard in 1980 in California, in Menlo Park. I think he considered myself a kind of a son he never had, and proof of that is that he gave me the original draft of his book, The Ethics of Liberty. And I keep that copy at home as one of my most important treasures. So this is the draft of the Hayekian triangle, the annotated napkin that Murray Rothbard prepared for his book, Man, Economy and State. You have the first edition here. Here you have the personal agendas, day by day, 1940. Mrs. was the typical bachelor. And here you have a very interesting book, which is the first edition of the Grundsätze by Karl Menger. So officially the Austrian school began here.
It looks familiar.
Ah, that's me. Yes. You can take whatever you want. Yeah. I was wrong when I say a libertarian vision. I'm entirely wrong. Not a libertarian vision. The libertarian vision. The libertarian vision of the scientific and moral truth, as we see it from our Austrian school hub in Madrid. And I will do it by focusing on a series of fundamental points. Economics being the last science to arrive, or as Mises said, the youngest of all sciences, has nevertheless achieved the milestone of providing humanity with the most important scientific contribution. For the first time, and thanks to the economic science, human beings have discovered and understood that voluntary social cooperation, free from all institutional and systematic external coercion, generates a spontaneous order that cannot be designed nor organized by anyone, and that peacefully and without limits drives the prosperity and expansion of humankind. For the first time, it has been scientifically demonstrated that states in any of their forms are neither necessary nor viable. That society, understood as a process of voluntary human interaction, does not need anyone to govern it, because it regulates and organizes itself spontaneously.
Yeah, I've known Professor Huerta de Soto for nearly 30 years. He's very committed, serious, yet very enthusiastic, and he's got a great sense of humor.
Bankers commit mortal sin when they operate with fractional reserves. So all bankers to the hell. It is crucially important for the future of humanity that it be able to take full and maximum advantage of the lessons and essential message in pursuit of human liberty that economics provides. We must mention the destructive role played by a number of distinguished economists who, although they defend liberty and the market economy, could be described as a kind of useful innocence in Mises' terminology. I would rather say, in some cases, useful idiots, but probably it's too strong, so erase that. Useful innocence. For example, when they insist on advising states with proposals aimed at making them more efficient and at helping them to do somewhat better things that they should not be doing at all. For me, economics is Austrian economic school, and those most important contributions, as a matter of fact, are my contribution, not all.
I learn a lot about technique when I watch him speak, and I try to integrate it into my own lectures. And I think it means a lot for the future of Austrian economics, both in the US and in Spain.
The state is a false idol of immense power worshipped by all, and that does not allow humanity to be free from its control.
I think that we made a big impression. Many people did not even know that we existed, and now we are there, and I'm sure that we will get more students, that we will get more submissions to the journal, that we will get more submissions and participations in our annual conference, and more collaboration, and this is what the Austrian world needs. Yeah? We have here in Auburn the hub for the United States, and we have for Europe and the Spanish-speaking world the Madrid hub of Austrian economics.
History has entered into an accelerated process of change, which, although it will never stop, will open a whole new chapter when humankind finally succeeds in ridding itself definitely of the state, reducing it to no more than a dark historical relic of tragic memory. Thank you very much.